Welcome to a brand new video. I'm Elliott, top 50 world coach and PGA golf professional. Now, as we get older, our distance reduces, right? And it is very, very frustrating. I hear it firsthand from my dad all the time. Follow these simple steps today, and this is exactly how I'd go about driving it better, driving it longer, and becoming more consistent. Follow these simple 2 steps. I know they will help. Also guys, if you're brand new to the channel, don't forget we are powered by you, the viewers, and these 2 questions, one in from Brian Starr, one from Ken Milton, we're sorting your driving out, guys. We're gonna give you a little bit more distance, and if you're brand new, don't forget to subscribe. We've got tips 5 times a week. Now, as we get older, our ability to turn in that golf swing reduces. So therefore, our ability to create power reduces a lot. Now, there are just some simple tweaks we can make to allow this upper body to free up. And I know these work because I've shown them my dad, and he came back after using this just once and said, you know what, son, I drove that 15 yards further. 15 yards doesn't sound like a lot, but for most people, that's like 2 clubs less going into the green. I would also say, if you're a golfer that really struggles to complete that backswing and feels a little bit rushed, this will also help you. Okay, we need to talk first off on this lower half. Remember to keep tuned and the whole this video, because we're going to talk about how we take it from the range to the course too. The first idea is to allow these hips to turn a little bit more to get this upper half a little bit freer. Give yourself some freedom. Now watch this, right? If I keep my hips straight back towards you, my ability to turn is significantly reduced. If I stack this weight onto this side, again, my ability to turn this upper half is significantly reduced. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a few reps here. I'm going to allow myself just to get into this right-hand side, free myself up, and allow this left leg as a right-handed player just to work across slightly. Now, the little drill that I would do is I've simply just got a broken T-peg in my pocket, and this is great for the range. Just put it underneath the front foot here, right? What I want you to focus on is not stacking that weight over. Let's feel as though we can get behind the golf ball, allow these hips to turn a little bit more, and just do sort of 10, 15 reps, really feeling as though you can get that full turn. You'll notice, right? If I don't lock these off, allow them to turn, allow this heel to come up, look how much more space, look how much more freedom I've got to get behind the golf ball. So that's the first way we can then feel we've got a little bit more turn equals a little bit more speed. So on any of these phases, the idea is that you relax into the shot. Don't be all tense. And I would say a little quick tweak on that is just watch your grip pressure. Let's make sure that's sort of 5, 6 out of 10, because believe it or not, that does translate up. So a nice simple first thought before we move into the second phase is I would just try your very best, do what you've got to do lower half wise to feel as though we get our back to target. Our back to target. So I'm going to hit this one a little bit slower. Just going to think about getting my back to target. Now that first phase, I would really recommend even doing that at home, 8 to 10 reps, just with that club across your chest, as you can see here. I really think that gives us some freedom. You start to relax into it, then you start to trust it. This is the bit, right? This is the bit we're going to take it to the golf course. So on the 12th here, Mottram hole. Now, for people who are a little bit shorter, this hole is a lot tougher, because if you don't get it down the valley, you've got a long club in. But get the valley, you get the advantage of the runaway. So this is key. Okay, so these are the compensations that I would make to help you drive the golf ball longer and become more consistent. What I want you to do at the address position, the keys are here. If we get a little bit from the inside with some release in this action, then we can really start to get a little bit more speed. Add that with a full turn. Okay, what I want you to feel at that address position, you'll notice I do this naturally, but if you don't, just flare these feet a little bit as I have here. That would be sort of normal, that would be flared. That's just going to unlock those hips. The next adjustment with those feet, and I'll show you this in the player perspective, is I'm going to pull that right foot behind my left. It's going to encourage me to swing a little bit more from that inside. Now, the swing thoughts. Listen to me closely here. This is how I think would be best for you to translate. And this is what I told my dad. And these are his swing thoughts. So you might resonate with him. He plays up about 9 to 11, can play a lot lower on a good day. What I said to him and what he said he felt was, I got my head and my back behind the golf ball. And as I start down, to help me hit from the inside, I keep them behind the golf ball for as long as possible. And I try to feel as though these hips, like not to a massive degree, but enough just to start first. This allowed me to get this club working in the slot and really allowed me to get that club releasing. So if you just watch a few practice swings that I do here, keep my head and back behind the golf ball like this, I'm not going to move over and smother it in this direction. Let's hit one from here, and then let's have a look how far I managed to hit it using this technique. Let's go. So, slow-mo coming up. To look at this technique, I'm allowing my left heel to come off the ground, allows my hips to turn, and that real subtle movement of keeping my head and my chest back and my back, this allows me to hit from the inside. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.